Welcome, football lovers! Hit the like button, subscribe, and write in the comments below which matches you're planning to watch today. And while you're typing, we better proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Mourinho has never been a great coach. He just knew how to play the media and was a great communicator, Antonio Cassano stated. I've always tried to live like an ordinary person. I did not try to do something just for the sake of being recognized, Lionel Messi noted. Real Betis will attempt to sign Andrew on loan, although Real Madrid are planning to involve him into the first team as soon as possible. Eden Hazard suffered his 18th injury since joining Real Madrid and will miss 2 weeks. Following the result of the Club World Cup semi-final draw, Al Ahly will take on Real Madrid, while Al Hilal will be facing Flamengo. I think many players have crossed the line, and then they are picking Casemiro out, Erik ten Hag said. I'm so disappointed and angry about the first 15 minutes against Wolverhampton. I can't find the words for it, Klopp was quoted as saying by BBC. Sevilla have submitted a formal complaint to Barcelona against the Barca club's measure to prevent the sale of tickets to Sevilla fans for the clash. Casemiro received a straight red card for the first time in his career. Milan Skriniar will no longer wear the captain's armband at Inter. He will join PSG in the summer. I have 1.5 years left in my contract, and I will give everything until the last day, Diego Simeone is quoted as saying by Marca. Borussia Dortmund forward Sebastian Aller has scored his first goal for the Hornets. Besides, this was the footballer's first accurate shot after a forced break due to testicular cancer. My Milan isn't finished, but we have to prove it, Stefano Pioli claimed. We lacked purpose and quality in the final third against Everton, Mikel Arteta said. Anthony Martial has picked up the 5th injury of the ongoing season, missing the 20 games for Man United. Sheffield United are reportedly close to being bought out by Nigerian billionaire Dozie Mmobuosi in a deal worth £90 million. Monza aims to win the Scudetto next season or the season after that, Silvio Berlusconi said. Eder Militao and Karim are having tests now. I don't know if they will be available for the first or second game of the Club World Cup, Carlo Ancelotti told. Ten Hag is ready to sell Harry Maguire, Donny van de Beek, Anthony Martial, and 3 other performers in the summer in order to raise money for transfers. The big problem Chelsea have is there's players that know they are not gonna play. Jamie Carragher expressed his opinion. Chelsea spending? I'm not envious of other clubs spending lots in the transfer window, Leeds United head coach Jesse Marsh stated. Tottenham Hotspur still remain interested in bringing Gerard Deulofeu, despite his stalled transfer in the winter. All matches after Ronaldo's arrival at the club have become more difficult, Al Nassr midfielder Luis Gustavo shared. Fenerbahce have once again rejected PSG's approach for its 17-year-old midfielder Arda Güler, Footmercato reports. Sao Paulo are preparing to offer a contract to Tottenham midfielder Lucas Moura, journalist Ekrem Kanor informs. Sean Dyche became just the second boss to beat the Premier League's leaders in his first match in charge of a new club in the competition. AS Roma have been forced to cut new signing Ola Solbakken from their Europa League squad due to UEFA's financial fair play. Lorient have reached an agreement with Chelsea to loan striker David Datro Fofana, however the move was never completed. Derby against Inter is ideal for recovering the season for Milan. I expect a balanced match and Milan wins 2-1. Kaká made his prediction. I don't know what would need to happen to Liverpool to wake up, Alisson admitted. Chelsea would be open to letting Christian Pulisic out to Galatasaray, Ekrem Kanor reports. Oleg Artemov, agent of AS Monaco midfielder Alexander Golovin, notified that Borussia Dortmund are interested in signing his client. Messi embraced his leadership role naturally. He takes the initiative often, but you need to get the ball to him all the time, Christophe Galtier shared. At the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, we felt that FIFA wanted to silence us, Manuel Neuer told. I had a few doubts about Tammy Abraham. Now, however, he gives an important contribution, Football Italia quoted Jose Mourinho as saying. Yesterday we had lots of intriguing fixtures in the top 5 European leagues. Here are the results. Moving on to the May news of the release. let's have a brief rewind of yesterday's games. Starting off with Liga 1, where PSG took an important 3 points on their way to the league gold by defeating Toulouse 2-1. Hakimi and Messi secured a victory for the Red and Blues. In La Liga, we are to highlight a draw between Atletico and Getafe 1-1. As for the Bundesliga, all eyes were in the clash between Borussia Dortmund and Freiburg. The Hornets totally slammed the opponent with a score of 5-1. Goals were scored by Schlotterbeck, Ademi, Aller, Brandt, and Reina. Roma managed to reach third place in Serie A table after dealing with Napoli 2-0. Ibanez and Abraham took advantage of Dybala's assists. If we are to talk about the Premier League, then Liverpool's crushing 3-0 defeat against Wolverhampton Wanderers was something completely out of the ordinary. Manchester United sealed yet another victory, withstanding Crystal Palace 2-1, with Bruno and Rashford making the difference clear. In the main event of the day, Everton unexpectedly toppled the leading Arsenal 1-0. Tarkowski's goal was enough to succeed. Manchester United are keeping tabs on Barcelona winger Ansu Fati, Sport S reports. Moreover, the Red Devils intend to acquire a high-quality striker in the summer and see Fati as a priority option. This season, the 20-year-old Spaniard has sometimes appeared in a forward position, exactly where United boss Erik ten Hag wants to use him. Nevertheless, a release clause worth €1 billion, which is written in Fati's contract, may become an obstacle to the move. Everything will depend on whether the Catalans agree to sell the winger for a lower amount or not. Chelsea have a desire to ask the Premier League for an exemption from the rules of financial fair play in order to avoid punishment for exceeding the transfer limits. Last year, the British government imposed sanctions on former Chelsea chairman Roman Abramovich. The pensioners claimed they were unable to receive income for 3 months as a result. Basically, that is the argument the new Blues management will come up with at the end of the season upon presenting their 2022-23 profit and loss account. Journalist Nicolas Kira has stated that Juventus and Paul Pogba are nowhere near contract termination talks. Earlier on, there was information that the Turin side was apparently open to selling the 29-year-old footballer or to part ways with Paul due to his constant health problems. After his arrival on the free transfer in the summer, the Frenchman has not yet played a single match for the old lady. Skira notes Pogba feeling happy at Juve, hoping to get fit as soon as possible after muscle problems and knee injury. Chelsea have promised AC Milan forward Rafael Leao to help pay off his debt to Sporting if he agrees to a summer move, La Stampa reports. The 23-year-old Portuguese must pay Sporting €18 million after his contract was unilaterally terminated following fans' attack on the club's base back in August 2018. Debt coverage will definitely be among the subjects of negotiations regarding Leao's contract renewal with Rossoneri, which expires in the summer of 2024. Al Nassr forward Cristiano Ronaldo's girlfriend, Georgina Rodriguez, broke Saudi Arabia's public decency law by wearing revealing clothes. In 2019, Saudi Arabia enforced a public decency law which prohibits women from appearing in public in clothes like miniskirts, shorts, low-cut tops, halter tops, straps, or ripped trousers. Recently, Georgina wore an abaya, a typical Saudi dress, though the Spanish model has decided to diversify the outfit, making it more open and revealing. For this matter, Rodriguez could face a €25 fine. Xavi has declared that the doors will always be open for Lionel Messi to make a sensational return to the Catalan club. Messi's return to Barca? Why not? I think it depends on him, what he wants, what he feels. Of course, Barcelona is always Messi's home. Doors will be open for Leo, especially if I'm the coach here. Let's see what he wants to do. The decision depends on Messi more than the club. Folks, check out new videos from our other projects. Have a good time watching, and see you in a bit.